the empirical evidence shows that when Democrats control the White House and we've got a Democratic Congress, the economy does better. And when they're in charge, it does worse.
The economy, by every metric, is better than when I came into office.
Empirical evidence, even though that's what the president used right there, that word. Even though Obama is touting the economy as a success under his administration, so is Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton. The Wall Street Journal reports that quarterly profits and revenue at America's big companies set to decline for the first time since 2009. That was at the height of the recession. We've got CEOs from Caterpillar, Fastenal. We've got CEOs from industrials, energy and the materials sector. They're all saying that the global economy and the U.S. economy are getting worse. But it's having no impact on stocks. We've got Peter Morici. He's with the University of Maryland. He's an economist there. He joins me now. So, you know what? What is going on here, Peter? There seems to be a vast disconnect, and we've been talking about this for a while. But when you have the big guns at companies like this saying that the global economy is headed for trouble and the market continues to go up, what's going on?
Well, two things. One is that the manufacturing and commodity sectors are having their difficulties because of the strong dollar and weak demand in China. But high tech is doing very well, and the consumer companies are doing very well, and that's what drove the market recovery last week. As for Mr. Obama's comments, both Obama and Reagan had double-digit unemployment at the beginning of their terms. So far, the Obama recovery has generated 2.2% growth. And the Reagan economy over the same period of time generated 4.6% growth. With a much smaller labor force and a much smaller base, Mr. Reagan produced many thousands more jobs each month. It's absolutely incredible the things that he is saying. The man just feels he can say whatever he pleases and people will believe it. And you know something? The New York Times will print it and MSNBC will repeat it.
Yeah, Peter, here's the thing. He used the term empirical evidence that economies do better under Democrat presidents. There's a lag effect here. There's a peace dividend, for example, under Clinton from the Reagan years, right? But that doesn't seem to get acknowledged.
Yeah. Well, what I gave you were two comparable situations. For Obama, the unemployment rate peaked at 10%. For Reagan, it peaked at 10.8%. Remember double-digit inflation, double-digit interest rates, Paul Volcker squeezing it all down? Well, then Reagan proceeded with his brand of economics to make the economy grow at more than double the rate of Mr. Obama. That's empirical evidence. The data is printed by the Bureau of Economic Analysis. It's not analysis or opinion or what have you.
You know, here's the thing. When you have government is always the answer, and when you have gridlock or in D.C., you know, it becomes that the Federal Reserve is the first responder, that, you know, you have to rely on the Federal Reserve to basically fix the problems of the country. That's not a good place to be in.
No, it's not. And it's one of the reasons that the Europeans can't recover. The Europeans have lots of structural difficulties, lots of incentives not to work. You know, Portugal wants Syrian immigrants, even though they have 40% youth unemployment because their youth won't take the jobs. And now Mr. Obama's made us more like that. That's why 7 million men, 25 to 54, are doing nothing. Unemployment pays.
Right. Mr. Morici, thank you so much, Professor. Really appreciate it.